Albany police dealing with a rash of gun violence in recent weeks, roughly a dozen shootings within the past month or so, and 17 victims since the middle of June. Our Craig Smith spoke with the police and joins us live in Albany tonight. And Craig, what's the message that the police are trying to get out there tonight?
Well, Greg, police are telling people that their detectives are working each case as they do, and that they're generating their own suspicions about what might have happened, but that they also need help from people who might be able to put a stop to the gunfire.
They are crimes that easily could have killed 17 people instead of only injured them. 17 people since June 15th, according to police spokesman Stephen Smith. He says in one case, a victim told investigators he knew the shooter and would handle it himself, rather than tell police the shooter's name.
It's time for the community to come to us with their concerns and to talk to us about who's got the guns and to who's shooting.
According to Smith, the shootings are happening in two parts of the city. The South End, where in the past several weeks there were 2 on South Pearl and 2 on 2nd Avenue, and in the West Hill section, that area west of Henry Johnson Boulevard along Central Avenue and north of that main traffic corridor, the home to the Brighter Choice Charter School.
As a community member, they should be outraged. They should be upset. They should not want this in their neighborhood. And there are people who know what's going on.
Pastor Charlie Muller of the Victory Christian Church works with kids who need meals, kids who turn in guns for gift cards, and inmates who want a better life when they get out. He says it isn't enough. He's hoping parents step up and says speaking up can change a neighborhood, as he watched one woman do.
She lived up in West Hill, and there was a lot of crime on her block, and she said no. She just kept reporting it, and she pushed it. She pushed that crime right off her block. And then it was on the next block, and she recruited people, and she said, and so that's the type of people we want to get involved, you know.
Officer Smith says this is not gang-related activity. He says none of these shootings is connected to any of the others. But there may be a common factor. Charlie Muller says that in his travels, he has seen what looks to him to be something connected to the drug trade. Officer Smith says his officers, the detectives who know the neighborhoods, may have some ideas about what's happening, but sometimes that can be meaningless unless they can find a way to get these shooters into court. In Albany, Craig Smith, CBS 6 News.